28 immediately upon recess. Thank you.
We'll take care of a couple of administrative matters first. Representative Reeves is recognized for an announcement.
And Democrats caucus 1425 immediately after recess, immediately upon recess.
A couple of admin matters. First off, we have some special guests with us. We have a number of students who are here with us today from my alma mater, UNC Chapel Hill, who are here with us today. If y'all would please stand, I want to welcome you and thank you for being here with us today. Up here on the left, I believe. Thanks for being with us today, y'all. We appreciate you being with us. We also have another group with us as well. I didn't know, this isn't a pep rally. This isn't anything else. It's the House of Representatives. And I believe they must be Duke students. I don't know. I thought we had a group of students from Rutherford County who are with us. I think they may have left. We also have Representative Hall is recognized, sent forth the committee report. The clerk will read.
Representative Hall, Rules, Calendar, and Operations of the House Committee Report. House Bill 893, Committee Substitute Number 1, Private Commercial Building Inspection, Favorable Committee Sub Number 2, Unfavorable Committee Sub Number 1.
Committee Substitute Number 1 is placed on the unfavorable calendar. House Committee Substitute Number 2, calendar 36B.
Senate Bill 477, House Committee Sub Number 1, amend Business Corporation Act, Business Opportunity Disclosures, favorable House Committee Sub Number 2, unfavorable House Committee Sub Number 1.
House Committee Substitute Number 1 is placed on the unfavorable calendar. House Committee Substitute Number 2, calendar pursuant to Rule 36B. Special messages from the Senate, the clerk will read.
Special message from the Senate Chamber, September 12, 2023. Mr. Speaker, it is ordered that a message be sent to the House of Representatives with the information that the Senate adopts the report of the conferees for Senate Bill 615, Conference Committee Substitute, a bill to be entitled An Act to Allow Adult Adoptees to be Adopted by a Former Step-Parent, the removal of certain redaction restrictions from adoption home studies, and the expansion of acknowledgement options for agency relinquishments for adoption, to make clarifying corrections to the notary laws, to update the guardianship accounting statute, to allow for certain timing elections and extensions, to amend the general statutes to prevent the abuse or misuse of authority granted to an agent and a power of attorney, and to promote the rights and independence of persons subject to the guardianship process, and to improve judicial oversight and accountability for guardians of the person. When the appropriate action has been taken by both chambers, the bill will be ordered and rolled. Respectfully, Sarah Holland, Principal Clerk.
Noted.
This following special message is received from the Senate. House Bill 432, Senate Committee Substitute, Third Edition, a bill to be entitled An Act to Update Principal Licensure Requirements and to develop a portfolio-based assessment as recommended by the Department of Public Instruction for concurrence in the Senate Committee Substitute.
Calendar, without objection, today's calendar. So ordered. And that's just on a concurrence vote, members. Announcements before we go into recess. Chairs, we're going to recess until 3:45, subject to standard stipulations. Anything further before then? If not, chairs are going to declare that we shall stand in recess, subject to 3:45 afternoon, subject to Rule 15.1, as well as modifications to the calendar. Back to order. Representative Hall recognized. Send forth committee report. Clerk will read.
Destin Hall, Chair, Rules, Calendar, Operations of the House Committee Report. Senate Bill 749, Committee Substitute Number 1, Nonpartisan Advantage in Elections, favorable to House Committee Sub, unfavorable to the Senate Committee Sub.
Senate Committee Substitute placed on the unfavorable calendar. House Committee Substitute calendar for Tuesday of next week. Mr. Clerk, Chair directs that Senate Bills 132, 154, 615, and House Bill 432 be removed from today's calendar. Bills are calendared for Tuesday of next week. We have some special guests with us. We have a group of students from Rutherford County, 11th and 12th grade classes from Rutherford County who are here to learn more about state government and see it firsthand, who also attend the Word of Faith Christian School. Up here on the left, we had a visit on the House floor earlier today, and I think they've had a great chance to meet with a number of members. Please join me in welcoming our guests who are here with us today. Thanks for being with us. Representative Reeder, do the gentleman wish to be recognized? The gentleman's light's activated. Sorry. It's okay. Members, we have conferred on the schedule for this week. There has not been a resolution on the budget, as well as a number of other bills. I will tell the body that a committee sub is being, a House committee sub to a Senate bill is being prepared that will be published tomorrow. But it's a 3-day bill, so there's no use in keeping members here for the rest of the week on that. So we would likely vote on that bill on the second reading Tuesday, with a third reading on Wednesday of next week for your planning purposes. Any notices or announcements at this time? And it would be the intention there be no further votes this week at all. For what purpose does the lady from Mecklenburg, Representative Logan, rise?
A point of personal privilege.
Lady has floor.
Today, September 12th, is National Police Women's Day. This day recognizes contributions and achievements of women in law enforcement across the country. It also points out the challenges these women face and have faced, and the progress that still needs to be made. This day will also acknowledge the historical struggles those have faced just by entering and excelling in the law enforcement profession. This day is to remind us of all of the women who paved the way for other women in law enforcement, reminding us of their courage and perseverance. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Congratulations. What purpose, gentleman from Gaston, Representative Loftus, rise.
For a point of personal privilege, Mr.
Gentleman has the floor.
Just wanted to take a moment and wish my wife well. Friday, she thought she was at the U.S. Open playing tennis. Not playing tennis for the last 30 or 40 years. She immediately went to return a ball and fell, broke her wrist, and face planted on the concrete. So she is recovering well, and luckily she did not break her important right hand. So she is still continuing to do her legislative assistant duties as always. So I wish her the best recovery, and ice packs work well. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Certainly wish her well. Thank you for letting us know that, Representative Loftus. Any further notices or announcements? Seeing no further business come before the body, the gentleman from Caldwell, Representative Hall, recognized for a motion.
Mr. Speaker, I move the House do now adjourn to reconvene Wednesday, September 13th at 10 a.m., subject to the standard stipulations set forth in Rule 15.1.
Representative Hall moves, seconded by Representative Dixon, that the House do now adjourn to reconvene Wednesday, September 13th at 10 a.m., subject to the standard stipulations set forth in Rule 15.1. Those in favor will say aye. Those opposed, no. The ayes have it. The House stands adjourned.